When playing Baldur's Gate 3, players eventually make it to the Act 2 area of the Shadow-Cursed lands. The area used to be a small village of Rethwin Town, home to a local bar, many homes, and a temple to Selûne. This all changed when Ketheric Thorm's life is turned upside down by followers of Shar, leading him down a path of terror and eventually into the waiting hands of the god of bones and death, Myrkul. This is where Halsin and his druids come in. Seeing that the once lush and hospitable Rethwin Town was going to be overrun by a horrible curse, the druids of the Emerald Grove try to fight with Jaheira, Minsc, and the Harpers of Baldur's Gate to fight back against the growing blight on the land. But after Minsc falls and Ketheric grows stronger, they must fall back and consider Rethwin Town a lost cause, and eventually give it the moniker Shadow-Cursed Lands, where all who enter are turned into husks of their previous selves. Halsin, from this point until you recruit him, calls this his biggest failing in life. The Shadow Curse is a good metaphor for basically any kind of malady that could strike a town. It could be an earthquake, a fire, a flood, anything to completely rend the people from their homes. Or, being a blight that has come from a specific group of people, it could even be a metaphor for more modern disasters, an oil spill, or even a man-induced wildfire, nuclear waste, anything really. The point is that it is terrible. It killed basically everyone, and now nothing lives there except for literal bilge waste and zombies. Everything that lives there hates itself for being alive, and hates everything else for daring to exist, or both. Halsin feels immense regret over this, as he has had a close connection with the land in both a metaphorical and literal sense. His friend Thaniel was twisted and torn apart by the Shadow Curse, leading him to split into two. One remained as Thaniel, the gentle and kind embodiment of the lands at their best, and the other Oliver, the remnants of the land corrupted by hate. When Halsin hears about a way to get to the Shadowfell and rescue Thaniel, he jumps on the chance, eventually getting himself captured. If rescued, he follows the player into the Shadow-Cursed lands and immediately starts making plans to restore the environment. If we take our previous metaphor of some environmental hazard, likely caused by humans, given Ketheric's involvement, then here Halsin could be considered to be starting an environmental restoration project. These are considered to have variable effectiveness, since oftentimes the environmental hazard has been in the land for so long that it's integrated into every part of the system. Much like how the Shadow Curse has infected everything that lives in Rethwin Town, Halsin then enlists your help as the player with his environmental restoration project, where he enters the Shadowfell to rescue Thaniel, and then has him reunite with Oliver so that they can live together in harmony again, with the curse never really leaving. This also reflects how often the best case scenario for environmental healing is to see if there is a way for the hazard and the environment to coexist, insomuch as there can never really be an escape from disaster, especially one from an anthropogenic source, as many are. Doing all of this is well and good for the most part. However, even though Thaniel and Oliver have reunited, a plan set in place for the coexistence between nature and malady, environment and the disaster, there can't ever be a full escape from the Shadow Curse until the person behind it is dealt with. The second Ketheric is defeated and Dame Aelin flies into the air once again, no more of the Shadow Curse can continue to spread into the world. This also neatly maps onto the ongoing metaphor, where if those in power continue to exploit the environment, to pump hate and curses into it for personal gain, there's no way that the curse, the fires, the oil spills, the pollution, whatever you would like to map the Shadow Curse onto, can truly go away. Only when those people in power are effectively removed from their positions can we truly reconnect Oliver and Thaniel and hope for a turn for the better.